Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. It is April the 6th. All right, today is a new week. Okay, guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Whoever enjoyed this long weekend that just passed. And again, right now the time is 10:34 a.m. All right, the sun is shining. It is a little still cold a little bit. Like where we live in Canada, like it was raining. So it was a little bit damp over the weekend, but I'm not complaining. I'm glad the sun is out. I take every opportunity when the sun is out to just, enjoy it because, yeah, our weather is unpredictable, you guys. Like, it's snowing 1 minute, it's raining 1 minute, it's sunny 1 minute. Let's just say that the weather is very emotional in that sense, okay? Like, and that could also be a reflection on us too. Like, sometimes when you think very deep, a lot of things are a reflection about us too. So it's almost like, I guess if you want to put in perspective, how we treat Mother Nature could be very significant as well, and how that's being reflected back onto us, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's our fault, right? Like individually, but there is certain things that happened or happen out of our control when it comes to like, people with a lot of money and things that, that they do with that money when it comes to waste and toxic, plastics and things like that. So yeah, like I may not be somebody who's like 100% perfect, but I know like in our community we have recycling bins and some stuff like that. So we try our best to either throw those things in those recycling bins, separate them. I know in Markham they don't play because I used to live in Markham. Anyone who lives in Markham that is in Canada, Toronto area, I know Markham and York region, they don't play that. Scarborough can do whatever they want to do. Toronto, GTA, they can do whatever they want to do. But I know for sure York region does not play that. You don't put your recycling at the same time they tell you to put it out and it's not recycling, they will leave it there. They will leave it there, okay? Like, don't waste people's time. They will leave it there. And I know. Okay? So, yeah. Not because it's happened to me, but I've seen it happen because, yeah, growing up, my mom doesn't play that either. She's a West Indian lady and she followed the rules. She's like, nah, you're not taking my bin away. So she made sure. But other people around her, yeah, their bins would either just sit there, especially garbage. Imagine you don't put your garbage out at the right time you're supposed to and they just leave it there. That's going to be funky for a whole week. Raccoons, mice, whatever, that they're getting to that. But anyway, let's jump into it, guys. I'm going to be using the Prism Oracle messages for you guys. So let's see what messages do decide to come out or what you guys could be needing to know. Okay, but we have here pain. Now, this could be very significant for certain people. This could be for anybody. There's a lot of energies where this could be people around you that could be going through a lot of pain, because if you're somebody who has released your energy from them, or you no longer entertain them, or you no longer are around certain people, that could be the pain. All right, guys, I'm not going to hold it to you. That could be the pain. A lot of people could feel a lot of pain right now because you are not basically entertaining their energy, right? You're not entertaining their patterns, okay, their behaviors, things like that. Usually the things that a lot of people feel like they can get away with because of whether this is age or whether this is just them doing it because they think that they can, okay, because of maybe their history, what they've done in the past. That is also significant. It's like you're no longer taking on other people's burdens, right? And it's also giving like that Chiron energy, right? So even though you have gone through certain things, like you guys could be wounded healers, you guys could be, taking whatever pain that you guys could have dealt with and transmuting that into some type of power, whatever that energy is, you guys are able to take what you've gone through, which is, it's not easy. It's not easy for everybody. Some people, it's really hard. But being able to take what you've gone through and transmuting that energy into something else, whether this is wisdom, knowledge, okay, just teaching people the things that you've dealt with or things that you've dealt, were taught by other people or learned through other people because of experience, and being able to regurgitate that and relay that information to other people. Even when it comes to you shedding skin like a snake, transmuting pain as well is significant. right? Some people, it's almost like you could have people in your energy where they are not good at transmuting their pain into power. And so they may look at you and say, like, how dare you? You know, people who are not confident and don't encourage other people, like, you can encourage other people, but if you're dealing with people who are not confident in themselves, in their own power, in their own identity or being, of course they're going to look at you and think, how dare you transmute your pain into power? How dare you not be sad and miserable like the rest of us? How dare you not be, not have it all and still be happy? How dare you? It's like, how dare you? And it's like, well, damn. Like, if I don't have everything in this world, the least I can do is be bloody happy. And you're trying to take that away from me too. Like, some of you guys could be in situations like that. It's like, you may not have the fanciest car, or you may not have none at all. You may not have the newest home, okay? You may not have all the furniture in your home, or you may not have all of that, but you're still happy and content with life because guess what? It could be worse. There are actual people out there in the world who are going through pain right now. Okay, so us seeing the weather and being able to have freedom to walk outside our door, not everybody has that freedom. There are certain things, if you get what I'm putting down, there are certain things happening around us, whether this is locally, around the world, whatever that is happening where a lot of people are going through a lot of pain. And even if those people are going through worse than us, they're still trying to find ways to transmute that pain into some type of power. Them showing up as an example and us learning from that, right? So if you have people worried about petty stuff like, oh, why is collective this and what, you don't care about that. There's literally bigger fish to fry right now. That is what you guys are thinking about right now. It's like, you do not care if you have friends or if you release family or you don't care about that right now, because there's people out there right now that you would rather help, that deserve that help. Helping people go through their pain right now and transmuting that. You would rather help people right now do that because that is more important than dealing with petty nonsense. Yeah, happiness. It's like you would rather focus on your happiness at this time. Even if things are not happy, you would rather focus on that. And like I said, this is bringing anger to a lot of people because you know how to transmute that energy, you know? Even when it comes to other people's frustrations as well, it's like, for some of you guys, you can pick up on that, or you guys could be somebody when it comes to like anger and frustration. It's like you could have people in your energy, like I said, who may try to do certain things to like change your path, to steer you away from your own happiness. And like I said, this could be frustrating to people because you would rather isolate yourself. That's where the anger is showing up. It's like you would rather isolate yourself than be around somebody that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean, guys? Like, what sense does that make? Why would you want to be in someone else's energy who is constantly trying to just try to be in this energy of like, look at me, whoopsie daisy? It's like, if you're always making mistakes and not learning from your mistakes and being the one sitting there like, I wonder why people don't like me, or wonder why this like, if you're that individual or somebody that's in that energy, I know already that you guys either moved past that or you guys released people from that and you would rather be isolated. That is why people are angry, because you would rather isolate yourself. You find a lot of peace and solace when you're by yourself. You would rather put your love into your own energy, okay, or into something else that actually matters. While people are worried about why you're not focusing on them, you are actually focusing on the bigger picture. Can you imagine that, guys? Like, imagine you being around energies that are more focused about why aren't they taking care of me, and why aren't they babysitting me, and why? And you're literally dealing with other things. Like, you have bigger fish to fry. Like, you see the bigger picture. If you are using your talents and gifts for a bigger picture, that is why people are also mad at your energy, because you are not here to waste time. That is why people are very scared of your energy, because you're strict. It's like, if you don't bring anything to the table, because you know you're the table, if you do not bring anything to the table, and I don't mean money, I don't mean material, I don't mean any of that, emotionally, If you cannot find emotional stability around yourself, you're looking at people and saying, bye-bye. I'm not wasting my time with this. I'm protecting my happiness and my energy. You want to be mad? Stay mad. But I rather isolate myself and find love and peace in either the things that bring me joy, my hobbies, my interests, my work, than to be around this. You know, like to be around anger or this fake anger, this fake, we're all happy, but you're not happy. But genuinely, you are happy. And that's what irritates people. It's like, how can the collective be happy when, say, for example, like you live in the projects, okay, maybe you live in the hood, maybe you live maybe in not such a great area, or maybe you live in a good area, but you stand out in your community. Like there's just things that people deal with on a day-to-day basis that because you're not moaning and groaning and complaining about it every single day, people think that you're not going through something, right? They think that they're the only ones that are going through something. People don't realize that, hey, other people around you can still go through things without having to show up like what they're going through. It's like you're there to teach people that, but at the same time, you also don't care to teach people anything, because if you had to go through what you went through, it's almost like, why am I teaching somebody older than me when they should have been the one teaching me a lot of the things that I know? Right? So focusing on yourself, right? Now, when it comes to older people too, you could be teaching older people what it is like to have self-respect and integrity for yourself. And even if you're not physically showing them in that sense, your actions are showing them what it is like to be mature and what it is like to just shut up and move on. You know the saying that not everything needs to be said? That could have been a situation that you guys were dealing with where you could have been the one that was very quiet and there's someone in your energy always saying something. And it's like, you look at that person like, do you ever not say anything? Like, do you always have to say something? That's the energy I'm picking up. It's like, even if they will always say something, you always found happiness, whether that person was being nice, funny, or not. And a lot of times, too, people who have jokes, a lot of jokes have truth behind that. So even if somebody was joking, they were also speaking some type of truth about what they felt about you in that time frame or in that moment, whether it was genuine or not. So this is why having discernment has allowed you to get away with a lot of things. And when I say get away, I mean like you were able to cut people off with confidence, without proof. And people are wondering why. You don't need proof. Your intuition will guide you where it needs to guide you. Okay, space. Like I said, when it comes to your energy, it's like you would rather be alone and pour into your own self, because it's like you find that you grow better when you pour into yourself. Why waste your energy and pour into other people and they don't even want to do the damn work either? It's like they want change, but they don't want to do the inner work within themselves. Okay? Like, yeah, you guys found peace. Okay? You guys found peace in your situation, right? You guys found peace. You went towards peace. You would rather be peaceful alone than to be trying to be peaceful with other people who can't even find peace within themselves. Like imagine, you're the one that's peaceful. You are around other people's energies, right? Thinking that they're peaceful as well. But really and truly, there's still some deep, dark-rooted, seated things that a lot of people who think they're healed, they haven't healed that. And then you come around and then you either bring light to that or you trigger that. That's not your job to help them heal that. If they want to do the inner work, they'll do that. But any adult who wants to change or heal themselves, if they're aware of someone's light and energy, they're going to say to themselves, you know what? I'm going to see if I can talk to this person and see how they were able to get through what they went through. That's what normal adults do. They look at somebody, they see their situation, and they say, that's interesting. I wonder how they got through that. It's like even people who have like certain illness or sickness, like cancer, okay, cancer survivors. You have people who wake up every day, right? And human nature, we complain, right? But then you have someone who's a cancer patient who they wake up every day wanting to be healed. That is what they worry about, not oh, why is it raining today? Or, oh, why is this happening today? Oh, why is this person protecting their energy? Like, there's bigger fish to fry. That's what I said about your guys' energy. You guys are focusing on what is actually important and not things that are petty or things that don't make any sense. So even when it comes to like family and friends, that too, it's like if people want to be stuck, let them be stuck. You are focusing on world things, world matters. So even social media is also significant. Like you are coming together with communities and you are actually putting your energy and fighting and speaking up about certain matters instead of drama. All right, or housewives or whatever the heck people watch. Okay, like you have duality, you have balance, but at the same time you're not focusing on things that are distractions. And that's another thing too. A lot of people are here to follow their path. A lot of people are here to distract you from your path and what you're actually meant to do. So even if it comes down to like trying to get you to go back to that old place that you're no longer in that space anymore, that is also significant too, right? So let me see what else. Yeah, like you guys are determined. It's like you don't care if people are mad at you or sad or whatever energy they're in, because when you were 100% around, they took that for granted. They took your energy for granted. And it's like, why am I going to waste my time and energy in pouring into people that don't even want to do their own inner work? You know what I mean, guys? Like, it doesn't make any sense mentally and physically. From a standpoint, that doesn't make sense. If you're an empath and you're very empathic and you're very sensitive, that does not make sense to waste time and energy into people who don't even want to do the inner work for themselves. It's like people can sit there and complain about wanting change, but what are they doing to make that change? you know? So at the same time, it's like manifesting is one thing, complaining is another thing. Manifesting a new life and wanting better for yourself and ambition, that is different. Flow, determination, you going with the flow of the universe and not allowing things to take you off your path. Even if you're aware and you see that, oh yeah, this person is doing this on purpose to steer me off of my path, you know this. You've gone through enough cycles to know what is a trick and what is something that is supposed to be on your path. So keep moving in this energy, keep striving for that. Okay? Whatever energies are around you, like I said, if you don't have control of the situation, allow people to make an ass out of themselves. I don't like to cuss a lot, but allow people to make an ass out of themselves when it comes to their actions and what they do, because you are observing, you are watching, you are seeing things for what it is. Because like I said, once it's time for you to pack it up, whether it's you actually physically packing up and leaving, or you like mentally making a note in your mind that you are done with the situation and that situation is dead to you, meaning these people do not exist in your life anymore, that is something that people cannot come back from. Once you let somebody go or their energy go, that's it. Right? You will tolerate a lot, but it gets to an extent or it gets to a point where you even will say to yourself, ew, enough is enough. Like, if you think this is the same behavior that I'm tolerating, you can do that somewhere else, but don't do it over here. And that is why a lot of people are also angry, mad, and angry, because even if they try to project their pain and insecurities onto you, it's almost like Wonder Woman when she bounces off, right? Like anything that touches her, it bounces off. It's the same thing. It reminds me of Thor's hammer. It's like anything that touches it, it bounces off. Like if you cannot hold the hammer, it's not going to work. That is your energy. It's like people will try to do certain things around you or near you or towards you, and it does not work the way that they want it to because you are too aware. Okay, so continue going into flow. Okay, consciousness is also significant, like I said, and creativity. Like you guys are focusing on, like I said, things that actually matter and that bring you joy. Like if people want to sulk and be mad and be in this low vibrational energy of who, what, when, where, why, and, you know, being stuck in the past, let them. Like, you are no longer stuck in the past. You're just calling things out like you see it because you're aware. And some of you guys are just seeing things for what it is and just saying, ugh, I don't have time for this, and just moving past that. So take what resonates with you guys, okay? And again, like I said, you guys are cutting people off. You guys are releasing people. Even if you have done this already, you guys are also reiterating that. So if people are confused and shocked still, like, oh, wow, you know, collective hasn't come back. Let me try again to see if there's a change, you know, if I can get back in their good graces. You are literally looking at this, you know, connection, community, whatever this group, whatever it is, and you're like, hell no. Okay, I know better, I'll do better. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay, like, you're not allowing people to come back. Doesn't matter the pattern that they try, you're not allowing people to come back because you know who people are. Yes, people can change, but at the same time, you are also aware of those energies that are not wanting to do the inner work. They'll say whatever they want to say just to get back into your energy, just to do it again. And those are the energies I'm talking about that you guys are aware about. Okay, but anyways, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys whenever you get this message or see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok and my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys. Love you guys and happy Monday. All right. Bye.